Hey, brother, how you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you. And congratulations on this latest movie of yours.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I spoke to Mekhi Phifer earlier and
Oh,
he
you did?
yeah, yeah, he
Did he
was
say
saying,
good? Did he say good things about me?
yeah, mostly good. No, yeah, of course. All good things. So good that I heard that after this movie, you and him have teamed up for another movie.
Yeah, yeah. Land of Grace, cool, kind of extraction-esque type movie.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Well, in the meantime, Lights Out was a lot of fun. It's gritty and you play. It's a sort of a hard-nosed character you play, but he's very likable. You're definitely rooting for him the whole time.
good, good. That's a good thing. Yeah, it was. It's an. It was. It was an interesting journey with this movie. We did a lot of work getting it to a place where all the elements kind of gelled and it was symbiotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, and well, in addition to Mekhi Phifer, there's plenty of other talented
Oh
actors,
my
and
God. Yeah.
the list goes on with Dermot, and I spoke to Jaime King a few days ago, and but yeah, so it's just, I mean, what going back to square one, what was there something about this character in particular that sort of made you want to go for it, whether it was, I don't know, something.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
that's a good question because a movie like this doesn't have a lot of time. You know what I mean? And you're working with people who are just really great, but not necessarily the top tier people. And as far as you know who's making the movie, and so it was a character that I could do kind of falling off a log. And so I knew I didn't have to put that much into the character. There's a lot I could draw from, but I could use what my knowledge and what I know about making it as good and authentic as I could. And I was around people who were equally, if not more capable than me. In Dermot and in Mekhi and Scott Atkins and all these people. So that was this movie's journey. It was a shoe that was a good shoe that needed some repair, but you could see that after the repair, you had a shoe that had some mileage on it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, of course, of course. And I
Yeah.
played these sort of action type roles, but getting ready, he's involved in some pretty brutal, fist fights and whatnot, So was getting ready, that aspect of this character, was that particularly unique in playing or maybe not?
No, I train every day, 7 days a week with professional fighters, and it's in my DNA. It's what I do. It's why I do these movies. Like I never planned on doing this, brother. I swear to you. Like after Warrior, the movie Warrior,
Oh yeah.
somehow people saw me as this guy, and little by then I did Purge Anarchy and movies like that, and genre movies, which I didn't. I was particularly leaning towards, but it goes to show you there's kind of this vacuum in Hollywood of dudes that could kind of handle a certain type of thing. And somehow I found myself in the mix of those guys. And it's been a lot of fun. I've taken some shots, both creatively and critically. But at the end of the day, I'm getting to make movies, and that's kind of all that matters.
Oh yeah, of course. I think you have the
Yeah.
last laugh. So is there a certain action star or another actor or someone in like the fighting space who you haven't worked with who you'd like to team up with down the line?
Uh, I've worked with the big guys. I mean, I've worked with Statham, I've worked with Butler, I've worked with Liam Neeson. Um, I've worked with a lot of those guys, the guys I really respect, and I'd love to do something with Sly. Sly's a friend of mine, and uh, he's had such a great resurgence in his career, and he's just so iconic. I always ask him in movies that I do, and not other things where it would warrant a Stallone, but I'd love to do something with him. I really would. But before the Swan sings song, Yeah, yeah. So other than that, I've done it with all the guys, a lot of them anyway, who do it, and it's been great. I've been really fortunate. But yes, Stallone is the one I would love to do it with.
Yeah, as I was asking the question, I'm like, wait, I don't know if there's anyone left. Maybe he won't be able to answer
Yeah,
the question.
I've kind of danced with a lot of those guys. I really have. I mean, yeah. So, and it was fun to do it with Jerry Butler because, we were in a jail cell in Cop Shop and there was really very little action. And it was a lot of just talking, which was a great, and he was great in it. And it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know, maybe the young guys, maybe if there's any of those guys, I don't know. Are there any young kind of like action guys?
Uh,
I mean,
so
I beat them up in Captain America.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But you're right. I mean, you've worked with the big ones, and
Yeah.
besides this Land of Grace with Mekhi, is there another project you like to share about? Something you're working on that
Yeah, I got one coming out called Werewolves, about, you guessed it. But Stephen C. Miller, who directed it, has done above and beyond what he's done in the past, and he's taken his time. They put a lot of money into the post. It's practical werewolves. It's a bunch of big
oh, nice.
guys, 7-footers. Yeah, it's basically the Purge. The Purge meets werewolves, because it's a night of when there is a supermoon and there's this kind of disease and blah blah blah, and problems ensue. Watch the movie, but I'm really excited for it because it's been done beautifully. They just finished the sound. It's all Atmos, and I think this, and it's going in theaters. I think it's going to be in 2,000 or 2,500 theaters. So I'm excited for that.
Nice. Yeah,
And Creature Commandos is coming, man. And then after Creature Commandos, I can't talk about it, but the DCU, I'm coming for the DCU, so I'm excited about that.
that's awesome. And I wanted to ask, I spoke to the Lights Out director, and I was curious if you've seen the movie The Iron Claw. The movie with
No, I've not.
okay. It's a A24 about.
I heard. Yeah, I heard. Listen, A24 is, I mean, on fire. I just read 3 movies that are getting made with the top talent and every aspect of movie making, all A24, and they all could win awards. I mean, it's amazing what they're doing. But I heard Efron is amazing in the movie, which I love to hear. And Jeremy Allen and Alan White, who's having a moment and is great in The Bear. I mean, it's a great cast. It's a great story. I mean, those are the kind of things that I would love to kind of segue back into. Yeah.
I would recommend it. It's but Lights Out was also a lot of fun, and congratulations on it. I think that's all the time I have, but
all right, thanks, brother.
Yeah, of course. It's nice to meet you, and good luck with all the other projects you got going on.
We'll talk to you on the next one.
Yes, I would love that.